Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. So let's get started. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Thank you so much for 137 subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for always reaching out and saying when is the next video coming out. The last video I made was about how consistent I'm going to be. That I'm so sorry that I took that long to make that video. And guess what? Same thing is happening. I'm literally making this video like 3 months after, or maybe 2 months after. I cannot recollect, but I know that consistency has not been my thing on YouTube. And it's a very bad behavior. So it's part of my New Year resolutions. I'm going to make more videos next year. I have a target next year and I must hit that target before the end of the year. So guys, we all know that today is the last day of the year, basically. And this video is what a year it has been. For Tejo underscore usual, I'm going to be giving you a full recap of my year, everything that happened. So get your tissues ready. No, not basically your tissues. Just be prepared to hear me talk, to hear me rant, to hear me do whatever it is I want to do on here. Anyways, guys, let's get right into it. Yes, I was pumped for this year. I remember that when I got to, or before, or during the crossover from 2024 to 2025, I was really pumped for the year. I was looking forward to the year and to what I'm going to get done for this year. Basically, I was just pumped for the year. I knew that it was going to be a lot for me, but I knew that I was just ready for it. You know that excitement when you want to get into a new year and then you don't have things all sorted out, but you're just looking forward to it. Little did I know. You know, when you've literally planned your year in a certain way, I'm not the type to always write New Year resolutions or what I want to have or what I want to get done. But from 2024 to 2025, I had a New Year resolution. And one of those things, in fact, I think this particular point was consistent in that list. I think I wrote it about 4 to 5 times on that list. And that was because around that time, my daddy was really ill. He has been ill for a while, but he was doing so well. So we thought, or so I thought, probably because he was just trying to be strong and all of those things, covering up all of those things. Do you get? But I really do not. I understand how serious it was, but I don't know how serious it was. If you know, you know. So yes, so one of those things that I wrote there was that it should get completely healed. I wrote certain things. I wrote that I wanted to get a new phone. I wanted to get a laptop for the end of the year. I wrote I wanted to start making money. I don't know, I wanted a job and stuff like that. I wanted to start getting things done. I wanted a brand, not a real business, but I just wanted a brand that would pay and stuff like that. I think January, before we resumed school, I can't remember the specific day I went back to school, but the last time I saw my dad was literally the last time was January when I went to school. So fast forward to February. What happened to February and February 4th? I used to mix that date, 4th or 5th, yeah, maybe 6th. No, I think it was 4th. So yes, I had a test that day when I got a text, or no, not a text, a call from my aunt. And she was like, oh, Eniola, because they call me Eniola at home basically. So Eniola, this, I want to come and check, stay with my kids at home because I'm going somewhere or I'm going to the hospital. But before you come, you help me go home first, collect something from your mom, come back, stay with my kids. And the next day was basically World War finale. I was looking forward to World War. I wanted to be at World War. But when she called, I just couldn't say no to my aunt. I really love my aunt, so I can't say no to her. I was like, oh, we have a test today. So after my test, I'll go back to my hostel, come back and stay with the kids. And then my intention was to leave very early in the morning because she said she was going to be coming back very early in the morning. I think the point was they don't want to overwhelm us because they understand that, no, me, because my two other siblings are doing well. So they don't want to overwhelm me because they understand that I was in school, basically, and they don't want to overwhelm me with all of those things. And it was totally understandable. So I was done with my test that day, and then Sha sha sha. I was going back home with a friend. Yes, I was going back home with a friend, and I just got a text from my cousin. He couched it in a way that sounds very suspicious. I'm not a kid, so it was like, "Oh, I heard what happened from Granny. May God comfort you and your siblings." And I'm like, clearly, because the last time I spoke to my granny, it was about my phone getting spoiled, and I had to manage. I'm managing one and all of those things and all of those things. So it was not. So I was thinking that she got the comfort person on top phone. That was my thought. But then the first thing, you know, when you have this instinct, my instinct just went to my dad straight, click up. I was like, I think yes, I was with Abdul Daddy, and I was like, Abdul, read this message. What does it mean? It was my every first blow. That's the statement. Every first blow. I just showed him and he was like, calm down. I don't think it is what it is. I was it can't be what it is, obviously. It can't be what it is because I'm going home to my aunt. And it all started making sense. I was in the bus throughout, very destabilized. I don't know. I was just literally just thinking, overthinking, rethinking, any type of thinking that you might think. And then I just saw my neighbor's car. I just thought, oh, that's Daddy Favor. I know Daddy Favor's car. And then I saw Daddy Favor in the car, one of our other neighbors, then my mom, then my aunt. And I just got in and I was, now, as per cities and all of these things, I just said, okay, this. I just said something to shake off the situation. And then my hands just, she just started touching my laps. She just started like, what's the word? She started to calm me down. And I was just like, hey, you don't have fun. You don't have fun. It was so obvious that something already happened. And she was like, oh, you already know. Because my countenance changed immediately. And I'm a person that I don't know how to cry out. If I cry out, it's going to be very bad. So I was like, my auntie was like, Kesita, you know that Kesita, like cry out. I could not. I was numb for hours. Like throughout the trip back home, I was numb. A lot was going through my head. I had exams coming. I couldn't think straight. I was destabilized. And when I got home again, when you get home, you now see people in your house. I don't know whether I was angry because I don't even think it was anger at that moment. It was just like, what are people doing here? I just don't care. When I just want you people gone. I really just want you people gone. Go away. Like, do you get that kind of feeling? But they are going nowhere, basically. They are staying. They have to stay. It was crazy. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I wanted to close off the air. I just didn't want to talk. And then I was holding it so good. I was just, when people are just saying, oh, Guinea, or you are not even, you've like literally just shut your ears to everything that people are saying, and you're just holding it so well until you got that call. Because Abdul already saw that message, so he decided to call me to see if everything was fine. And immediately he called, and I picked that call. Kasala just burst. You know what Kasala means to burst? It was really, really bad. I was, I was, I was, whatever it is that I was. So it was that bad. So my February was the worst month I've ever experienced in my entire life. That's exactly what it means. Exactly what it means. That's how it happened. It just happened. Very stupid incident. Very crazy incident. But I had the gift of good people around. I mean, Faith left school, came over to my house, and stayed throughout that week. Like she did. She left school, she came to my house, she stayed with me throughout the wake up, the burial, and then the whole thing. She just stayed with me before she went or before she left. And it was I couldn't have done that without her at that time because she was really my anchor at that time. She really held me. She really held me and it was so cute. And then it made me see her in a different light. And I totally love that girl. The gift of good people. I was blessed with great people this year. I was blessed with good people. People that really saw me. People that always hear me out, people that always serve as a shoulder for me to lean on. Like, I'm so grateful to all my friends, to everybody that I know, to everybody that I love. You know yourself. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for the gift of you this year. People were good to me. I mean, my birthday this year, I didn't want to celebrate it at all. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this shit. But my friends, Alabi, Ade, Nipex, Faith, the orchestrator, they made that day one of the best day of my entire life. Like, I could literally say that this birthday this year has to be one of the best in my entire life. And it even came at the time that I don't want it to come. But they really made me feel special on that day. They really made me feel good. They treated me right. They took me to almost every store. They made me laugh. They were intentional. And then my other friends, Cancos, we went for poetry on poetry program. I literally was, I started on a good note, didn't end on a good note, but came back again and it was good because they were there. Because they dragged me. I probably would not have any other picture. If you see that picture, it probably wasn't even the best. But yeah, they dragged me to take that picture. They dragged me to dance. Rose gave me a shoulders to cry on that night when I was off for like 30-20 minutes ish. They were good to me. I had good friends. I have good friends. I say I had, no, I have great friends. And I'm grateful to every one of them. They made this year really worth it for me. They they literally, besides God, they made me survive this year. And I'm really grateful. I'm really, 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 really grateful for every one of them. Like every single one of them. They are literally my heart. And I really hurt those ones. I love those ones too much. And I can't do anything for my friends. So you better don't come for my friends because you're getting it hot from tension. You know when your friend hurts you, or when your friend does something very bad to you, and then they realized or they acknowledge that they are wrong and all of those things, and they are doing everything to make sure that they they make you feel better. That's exactly the relationship with me and God this year. He knows that something awful already happened, right? But he compensated me at every step, like every way, every month, every week. It was good. I think I had the most wins in competitions this year. I had I started my CV writing this year and academic writing, like project and everything. And I can basically say that I have done like over 20 CVs to people, not just students. Like some of them reach out like on LinkedIn and I worked on their project and the reviews, great, stellar. And that is the reason why I'm going to be going big next year. I'm going big next year. Anticipate. Regardless, I did over 10 projects for people, like mini assignment project shit. And the reviews were good. And I loved it. And I enjoyed doing it. And then part of my religion, I wanted to get a new phone. I wanted to get a new laptop. And I did. I was able to provide certain things for myself with my money. And I enjoyed it. And competition money, I enjoyed competition money this year. I just felt like God was compensating me a lot. He has consistently made me see that He's there. He sees me. He hears me. And He loves me. And that's like the most beautiful thing. I didn't start this year on a beautiful note at all. And but I'm happy. I'm sad, but I'm happy. I'm happy because I know that He's proud of me. Let me show you who's proud of me. Yes, see. Such a right choice of clothes on a day like this. Because I love him so much and I miss him so much. But I know he's proud of me. I know he's so happy. I know I know he's happy to see me happy. I know. I understand that I'm not the only one that probably had the worst year. I'm not the only person that probably had so many things to go through this year, so many things to, you know, cry about this year. However, I know that whatever it is that really made your year rocky, whatever it is that made your year the worst year, I just wanted to tell you or to remind you that He sees you, He loves you, He knows you, and He really, really, really cares about you. Basically, I think out of like 365 days of this year, I can successfully confirm that about 300 days, I cried myself to sleep. Not funny, but yeah. But it is what it is. It's bound to happen because of what happened. You get what I mean? And do I even need to tell you about how my siblings and my mother are holding up? You think I'm strong? Have you met my siblings? Have you met my mother? I mean, I don't know how they do it. I don't know what they do, but they're doing it so well. You know, my daddy calls me my princess. Do you know that my mother already took it upon herself to be calling me my princess, so I do not feel left out because I don't have somebody to call me my princess any longer. And then my mother doubles her efforts. It's like she understands that, oh, he's no longer here, but she wants to be both, even when you're not asking her to. And my siblings, my older siblings, Sister Damilola Atere and Brother Yinka Atere, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for holding up. Thank you so much for being my father and my mother. My siblings are literally the best. And then my younger brother, Ezekiel Atere, stresses the living out of me, requests money from me like I am working. But I love him. And I can't trade my siblings for anything in the world. I love them so much. And I love my mom so much. Thank you so much for holding up. In fact, my mom, my siblings, thank you so much for not allowing this to affect us. I mean, if you see me outside, you probably would not be able to tell that, oh, this guy is going through stuff. Or this guy is lacking in one area. Because you guys have filled that spot. You guys filled that spot. And to my relatives that always showing us love, my aunts, my cousins, I don't have a niece or nephew. They refuse to marry and give us children. But yes, to my relatives, Auntie Bumi, Auntie Yetunde, Auntie Tupe, Mom Michael, sister, yes. And then my cousins, all my cousins. You know, I can't mention all your names, but I love you guys so much. What a year it has been. What a year. 2025. It took the best from me. But God is better than you. Is that the word? Or God passed you. Yeah. It took the best from me. You hurt me. So 2026, you better be kind. Because if you're not, I'll show you Pepe. I think I officially have about 5 videos up on YouTube. And I'm so excited to get this started. Within a short notice, we've come a long way. And I'm excited for your support. Like, I'm so grateful, rather, for your support. Thank you so much for looking forward to my channel. And guys, guess what? Somebody sent me a screenshot of a YouTube is it recap? Yes. YouTube recap of the year. And my channel popped up. I'm so happy. Thank you. Special thanks to Taiwo Fashiro, my girl. I popped up on a YouTube channel recap, or what do you call it? Like, that means she really watched my videos. Like, she really watches my videos. Like, thank you. In your faces. So yes, thank you. It was fun doing this. That's basically how my year was. Sorrow, happiness, sorrow, happiness, sorrow, happiness. But this girl is here to stay because God loves her. So, bye guys.